Welcome back to Langmitra's German for English-speaking nurses. I'm Sarah, and with me, as always, is Devendra. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Sarah. Last time we learned all about the hospital hierarchy. Chefarzt, Oberarzt, Pflegedienstleitung. So now I feel like I know who everyone is, but honestly, I still wouldn't know where to find them.
Ha! That is the perfect setup for today's lesson, because knowing who's who is only half the battle. You also need to know where things are. Today, we're tackling the physical layout of a German hospital, the departments, the functional areas, and how to ask for and give directions.
Oh, that's huge. I can already imagine my first day. Someone says, bring this sample to the lab, and I'm just standing there like, which way is the lab?
Exactly. And in a hospital, getting lost isn't just embarrassing, it can cost time when time really matters. So let's start with the big one, the emergency room. In German, it's called die Notaufnahme.
Die Notaufnahme. I can hear note in there. Doesn't that relate to emergency?
Spot on. Die Not means distress or emergency, and die Aufnahme means admission or reception. So die Notaufnahme is literally the emergency admission. You'll hear this word constantly. It's usually on the ground floor, das Erdgeschoss, and it's the heart of acute care.
Das Erdgeschoss. That's ground floor, right? I remember Erd like earth.
Exactly. Now, another critical department, the intensive care unit, or ICU. In German, that's die Intensivstation.
Die Intensivstation. That one's almost transparent from English. Intensivstation.
Right, and you'll often see it abbreviated as ITS in German hospitals. Now, let's move on to a department you'll interact with a lot, die Radiologie, radiology, and closely related, die Röntgenabteilung, which is the X-ray department specifically.
Die Röntgenabteilung. Wait, Röntgen, isn't that named after the guy who discovered X-rays?
Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, yes. In German, X-rays are still called Röntgenstrahlen, and getting an X-ray is Röntgen. It's one of those wonderful cultural details. And die Abteilung means department, so die Röntgenabteilung is the X-ray department.
I love that. Okay, what about the lab? That's where I'd be bringing blood samples and things.
The laboratory is das Labor, nice and short. You might hear someone say, bringen Sie die Blutprobe ins Labor. Bring the blood sample to the lab.
Bringen Sie die Blutprobe ins Labor. Okay, I can handle that. What about the pharmacy?
Great question. The hospital pharmacy is die Apotheke. But be careful, in a hospital setting, you might also hear die Krankenhausapotheke to distinguish it from a regular street pharmacy. Das Krankenhaus means hospital, so die Krankenhausapotheke is specifically the hospital pharmacy.
Die Krankenhausapotheke. That's a mouthful, but it makes sense when you break it down.
That's the beauty of German compound nouns. They're long, but logical. Now let's cover the operating theater. That's der Operationssaal, or more commonly just der OP, pronounced OP.
Der OP. Short and sweet. What about less clinical areas, like where do I eat?
The cafeteria is die Kantine for staff, or sometimes die Cafeteria. And the administrative office area is die Verwaltung. If you ever need HR paperwork or administrative help, you'd head to die Verwaltung.
Die Verwaltung. Administration. Got it. So we've got clinical areas like die Notaufnahme, die Intensivstation, der OP, and then support or functional areas like die Kantine, die Apotheke, die Verwaltung.
Exactly. And that's actually one of our learning objectives today, being able to categorize these areas. Clinical departments are where direct patient care happens. Support or functional areas keep the hospital running, pharmacy, lab, cafeteria, administration. And then there are diagnostic areas like die Radiologie and das Labor, which bridge both worlds.
That's a really helpful framework. Okay, so now I know the names, but how do I actually ask where something is?
The most essential phrase is where is, wo ist. For example, wo ist die Notaufnahme? Where is the emergency room?
Wo ist die Notaufnahme? Simple enough.
Now, to sound more polite, and remember, in a professional setting, you always want to be polite, you can say, Entschuldigung, könnten Sie mir sagen, wo die Notaufnahme ist? That means, excuse me, could you tell me where the emergency room is?
Entschuldigung, könnten Sie mir sagen, wo die Notaufnahme ist? That's much more professional. I noticed the verb ist jumps to the end there.
Excellent observation, Devendra. That's because of German word order in subordinate clauses. When you use wo to introduce an indirect question after könnten Sie mir sagen, the conjugated verb moves to the end of that clause. So it's not wo ist die Notaufnahme in that sentence, it's wo die Notaufnahme ist.
Right, so the standalone question is wo ist die Notaufnahme, but embedded in a longer, polite sentence, it becomes wo die Notaufnahme ist. That's tricky but important.
You'll get used to it quickly. Now let's learn how to understand the answers. If someone gives you directions, you'll hear key phrases. Gehen Sie geradeaus means go straight ahead. Biegen Sie links ab means turn left. Biegen Sie rechts ab means turn right.
Gehen Sie geradeaus, biegen Sie links ab, biegen Sie rechts ab. What about floors? German hospitals can be huge.
Great point. Im ersten Stock means on the first floor, but be careful. In Germany, das Erdgeschoss is the ground floor, and der erste Stock is what Americans would call the second floor. It's the European system. So, die Radiologie is im zweiten Stock. Radiology is on the second floor, which is actually the third level of the building.
Oh, that's a classic trap. So if someone says erster Stock, I go up one flight from the ground floor.
Exactly. You might also hear im Untergeschoss, in the basement. Many hospitals have their labs or pathology departments in the basement level.
Im Untergeschoss. Okay, let me try putting it all together. If someone asks me where the lab is, I could say, das Labor ist im Untergeschoss, gehen Sie geradeaus und dann biegen Sie rechts ab.
That was fantastic. The lab is in the basement, go straight ahead, and then turn right. Perfect sentence. You used und dann to connect the directions smoothly.
What about using neben or gegenüber, like next to or across from?
Absolutely. Die Apotheke is neben dem Labor means the pharmacy is next to the lab, and die Kantine is gegenüber der Verwaltung means the cafeteria is across from the administration office. Notice that neben takes the dative case, so it's neben dem Labor, not neben das Labor. And gegenüber also takes the dative, gegenüber der Verwaltung.
Neben dem Labor, gegenüber der Verwaltung. Dative after location prepositions. I remember that rule.
Perfect. Now let me give you a real-world mini-scenario. Imagine you're on your ward and a colleague says, Devendra, please bring this sample to the lab. It's in the basement next to pathology.
They said, Devendra, please bring this sample to the lab. It's in the basement next to pathology. And die Pathologie, that's the pathology department.
Nailed it. One more department I want to add. Die Chirurgie, surgery, and die Innere Medizin, internal medicine. These are two of the biggest clinical departments in any German hospital.
Die Chirurgie and die Innere Medizin. So if I'm looking for the surgical ward, I'd ask, wo ist die Chirurgie?
Exactly. Or more politely, Entschuldigung, könnten Sie mir sagen, wo die Chirurgie ist?
This is so practical. I feel like I could actually walk into a German hospital now and not be completely lost.
That's the goal. And here's a fun tip. Most German hospitals have color-coded lines on the floor or walls to guide you to major departments. They're called Leitsysteme, or guidance systems. So if you're ever truly lost, look for those colored lines and the signs.
Leitsysteme. That's clever. Like follow the yellow line to the OP.
Exactly. All right, let's do a quick recap. Today, you learned the German names for major hospital departments: die Notaufnahme, die Intensivstation, die Radiologie, das Labor, die Apotheke, der OP, die Kantine, die Verwaltung, die Chirurgie, and die Innere Medizin. You learn to categorize them into clinical, diagnostic, and support areas. And you practiced asking for and giving directions with phrases like wo ist, gehen Sie geradeaus, biegen Sie, and location words like neben and gegenüber.
And I learned about the floor numbering difference. Erdgeschoss is ground floor, erster Stock is one up from that, plus the word order flip and indirect questions.
Brilliant summary. Now, here's something fun you can do. If you're learning with a friend or family member, quiz each other. One person names a department in English, the other gives the German. Then practice giving directions to imaginary hospital locations. It makes a huge difference when you practice out loud.
That's a great idea. I might rope my flatmate into it.
That's the Langmitra spirit. Learning is always better together. In our next lesson, we're going to build on everything from
One language sets you in a corridor for life. Learn language with podcast. Subscribe.